Hey guys, what's up? This week we got a new Batman v Superman trailer, and we got a new Captain America Civil War trailer, and we're going to talk about how they're similar, different, and what I think which movie is going to be good on different aspects. So, I'm just going to compare the two. I'll do individual reviews for them, and they'll also be up on the channel, so look for those. First off, the Captain America Civil War trailer came out first. It came out I forget what day it came out. It came out sometime last week or whatever. But in the last week, it's come out, and Jimmy Kimmel's been getting everything. Man, he got the Star Wars exclusive stuff, and he's got everything. So what happened is the Captain America trailer comes out, and it basically gives you the tone right off the bat. It's going to be very similar to what Winter Soldier was, which is good, and it's also going to have that conflict, but you know these guys, they're going to hug it out in the end because there's another bigger villain coming. I think Crossbones is that villain, which is cool. So, yeah, and just there's gonna be a bigger villain that they eventually have to. They're gonna fight their little fight. They're gonna have, and then they're gonna have a little bro hug at the end and be like, you know what? I was wrong. No, I was wrong. But there's a guy out there, and we got to stop him. And that's the thing. Then you got Black Panthers in the movie. Spider-Man will probably make a 5-minute cameo. Just stuff like that. And overall, I love the way that trailer looks, feels. The tone is great, and it's just really, really good. And I'll go deeper into it in my in-depth review of that trailer. But basically, I like that trailer a lot. It was exactly what I wanted in a Captain America Civil War movie. It's exactly what I want from a Captain America Winter Soldier, a sequel to that movie. And it's exactly what I want from those characters. In Captain America, Chris Evans is playing that character great. I hope he plays that character forever, because he's doing a great job. But then we got the Batman v Superman trailer, which that aired last night. And I watched it last night, and then I watched it again a couple times today. And I've heard what some people have had to say about it. The overall consensus is, it looks good, but they showed too much. I can agree with that to an extent, but there's a point when I can't agree with that. And I agree with it that they showed a little bit too much, because I kind of know now what this story is about. Okay, Batman and Superman, obviously with the events of Man of Steel, lingering over what Batman believes of Superman. And I love that talk that they had in the beginning part of that trailer, where it's Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent talking to each other. Then Lex Luthor comes in, and I know people are not too happy with the way Lex Luthor looks or whatever. I love Jesse Eisenberg as that character. And also, in a universe that's basically reinventing itself and being different, I'm fine with them using Jesse Eisenberg and using that type of Lex Luthor character. One that isn't the, I want land kind of guy. I want land and I want to stop Superman. No, there's more to Lex Luthor than I want land, I want Superman. No, there's more to him than that. So, and I think, not to say that Kevin Spacey or Gene Hackman didn't do a good job in the original versions, on the other versions of Lex Luthor. It's a different Lex Luthor in a different world. To say that it's a different world and everything, I love the way Ben Affleck is playing Batman. I love it. Absolutely love it. He looks great. I love Henry Cavill as Superman, and I really like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Haven't heard her say a line of dialogue. She could suck, but I like it. She looks fine as the character, and that shot at the end, which again probably didn't need to be in the trailer, but it's just cool to see it anyway, of Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. That is, it's really cool. It's a really cool shot. And to the main villain in the movie, because the movie is called Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Well, we saw the trailer actually plays out. It's Batman v Superman, the beginning part of the trailer, and the last half of the trailer is Dawn of Justice. And I heard today on Collider Movie Talk, Christian Harloff saying, I like the Batman v Superman trailer, I didn't like the Dawn of Justice trailer. And it's basically broken into two parts. And if you don't know by now, because my video is coming out a little late, Doomsday, the guy that actually kills Superman in the comic books, is in this movie. Spoilers, guys, spoiler alert. But they also, it was kind of known that a character, that General Zod's character, because General Zod dies in Man of Steel. Spoiler alert if you didn't know. He dies in Man of Steel because Superman kills him, which was a good decision to do. Superman kills him. He's now, Lex Luthor somehow like reanimates him or something in this movie. And no, we know the entire story. We basically know the whole story. But I think that's a good thing. I honestly do. I think that's a good thing, and I think that we know the story is a good thing. Like with Star Wars, nobody wants to know the story because with Star Wars, spoilers are such a big deal, right? One of the biggest spoilers and plot twists of all time is in Empire Strikes Back. I'm not going to say it, but obviously, if you know what I'm talking about, there you go. But Star Wars is filled with plot twists and plot devices and things like that we don't want to know all the things with Star Wars. And speaking, the movie comes out in 16 days, 16, 17 days. I'm really happy about that. But with Star Wars, not showing us anything, just showing us basic stuff, show us a lot of the new characters and what they're into. Don't show us what Luke Skywalker is. Don't show us much of Han, Luke, or Leia. That kind of stuff. I'm fine with that. But with Batman v Superman, because we already knew what Civil War was going to be about. But now as I'm getting to my comparison part, we already knew what Civil War was going to be about. And now knowing what Batman v Superman is going to be about, it makes it all the more better. And I think it takes people that were skeptical going out of Man of Steel, because a lot of people, look at Rotten Tomatoes, that movie's half and half. I've talked to some people that like that movie, I've talked to some people that don't like that movie. And it's pretty half and half. So I'm fine. I like Man of Steel. I really like Man of Steel. I could watch that movie again and again and again and again. But a lot of people, for whatever reason, didn't like that movie. Whether it was they just didn't like the darker tone for Superman, or they just didn't like the new Superman, or they're stuck in the 70s. Which, look, I know a lot of people, like my parents, would not like Man of Steel, and that's not a bad thing to them. It's just they like the Christopher Reeve Superman, and that's fine. So they don't have to watch this movie. But Warner Brothers knows that. Warner Brothers knows. Yeah, we've tried to make a new Superman movie for like 20 years, and it hasn't worked. They tried with Superman Lives, didn't get that off the ground. Then they were like, well, what works with Superman? Oh, well, let's go back to the old days. They made Superman Returns, which most people would say is a boring movie. I do think it's boring. I don't hate the movie. I do like the movie, but it's kind of boring. It's a Superman flying around, doing nothing. Doesn't do a whole lot in the movie. So it's a little boring from that aspect. I do like that movie. For anybody that sees this video, I do like that movie, but it could have been better. I would have rather have seen Superman Lives than Superman Returns. If you haven't seen what Superman Lives is about, there's a great documentary about it called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, by John Schnepp. And John Schnepp is over on the Collider channel, so go check him out. Really good movie, by the way. And it basically outlines what that movie would have been about, and it was the death of Superman, and then he comes back. Okay? Superman would have already been Superman at this point. It would have been really cool to see that movie. Unfortunately, we only have a documentary to talk about it, which is cool in and of itself, but who knows what that movie would have been. And to go back to today, we have a dilemma, right? People are like, why are you redoing Batman? You just finished the Dark Knight trilogy. Yes. Does that Dark Knight really fit in with this Man of Steel? Yes and no. Did Superman Returns fit in with the Dark Knight? No, it did not. It would have been polar opposites. So yeah, there you go. They've had Superman Returns. It's like, that ain't gonna work. Then you get the Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, but well, we don't have a Superman that can fit in that. Then they finally made a Superman. They're like, we'll just reboot Batman because just do it. And I like the way Ben Affleck's doing that. Good job. The only thing I'm a little worried about is if we've seen all the plot points in the movie already, and it's just exposition all throughout about why Superman and Batman are at odds. They fight. It seems like they might fight one or two times. I don't know. It's kind of the way, because you have to see Batman in two different suits. So there you go. Overall, I really like both trailers. Did they show too much? Yes, but I think to get the people that didn't like Man of Steel, or the people that are still skeptical about this movie, to get them into this movie, which, look, this movie's going to make $1 billion no matter what. So, we'll see. That's my thoughts on the two trailers. I'll have more in-depth thoughts. I think basically these movies are going to be very similar in tone, in what they are. They're both movies are two superheroes fighting each other, and then having to come together at the end of the movie to fight another villain. They are very similar in their approach. So there you go. Overall, I really like both trailers. I like the Civil War one a little bit better than the Man of Steel, or the Batman v Superman one. But overall, I'm really excited to see both of these movies. But obviously I want to see Star Wars more, which I get to see in 2 weeks. Get to see that movie in 2 weeks. Yay. Okay. And I'll probably have some more videos up about that. I will do a review for... I'll do like a pre-review. And what I mean the pre-review will be my expectations, my thoughts before the movie of all the footage I've seen going into it, what I think the movie's going to be, and then I'll do one after I see the movie. I'll do two reviews, a before and after review of the movie. The before is just my expectations and what I hope I see and what I hope happens in the movie. It'll probably be a quick video unlike this one. But yeah, that's basically that. I'm gonna, again, guys, like always, click that subscribe button and the like button below. I'm the College Critic, and I will see you all next time.